Both the participants are requested to switch on the cameras, please.
Okay, sir. A very cheerful good afternoon to our educator, teacher, and participants. I am Purnashri Sharma. Here is a big welcome for our eminent educator, Miss Anushri Bardhan. Ma'am has been practicing law since 2013 and expertise lies in the electricity sector. Since June 2013, she has been working with Mr. M.G. Ramchandran, who has been currently designated as a senior advocate. Also assisted in setting the law by the Honorable Supreme Court in various cases, and few of the reported judgments are All India Power Engineer Federation versus Sassin Power Limited and BAT Energy Watchdog versus Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. She has also been advising public sector utilities in various regulatory and commercial matters. Completed BA Sociology from Miranda House, Delhi University in the year 2010. Also, we also have a Dr. Nishant Joshi in charge of Department of Law, Prestige Institute of Management and Research. The Prestige family is really pleased to have you amongst us in the National Debate Competition 2020. We had a participant, Asim Bakliwal Jain. She is DAP 28, and she will be presenting against the motion. We also have Astha. She is DAP 25, and she will be presenting for the motion. We're really excited to hear our participants that this event leave the best remark in our memories. The room is ready, the tables are set. So let's begin the most awaited Padma Shri Dr. Anand Jain National Debate Competition 2020. Now I'm relinquishing this house to Miss Anushri Bardhan. The house is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mr. Nishant. Thank you, Yati. Thank you, Punshri. And all the very best to Asin and Astha. And I thank with all my heart to the Department of Law for this opportunity. And if both our participants are ready, should we begin? Yeah? Astha, can we start with you?
Yeah, ma'am. Hello, everyone. This is Astha Dub 25 from the Anand Sagar Academy of Technology and Management, CSE Department. I'll be speaking for the motion. Medical testing of COVID-19 should be free in India, as there are many people like daily wage laborers, factory workers, and many other who won't be able to pay for the test. In some families, there is only one person who is earning. So it will be challenging for him or her to get their family tested, and also private hospitals are asking for a considerable amount, that is rupees 4,500. COVID-19 requires testing to be scaled up. In a developing country like India, it isn't easy to test on a large scale. And the testing of coronavirus can only be scaled up if the tests are free. Why do you think the number of COVID-19 cases in India are low? In my opinion, it is because the testing is not being done on a large scale. If the hospitals test everyone, I can bet the cases in India would get doubled, or it could even get tripled. In a country having a population of about 130 crores, it is not possible to test all the people if the tests aren't free. If you really want to push up the testing rates across the country, you can't expect everyone to pay out of their pockets, right? Even for themselves and their families too, especially if they are not showing any symptoms. And if the private labs are not able to make it for free for the imported kits, they should promote the homegrown ones. It will be cheaper for them. Apart from this, according to the new order issued on 13th April, the government will reimburse private labs for testing the 500 million people covered by a flagship public health insurance scheme. Earlier, the healthcare sector of India used to receive just 1.2% of GDP, but now the government has increased this to 3.6%. So it is clear that from this that government will fund the hospitals for testing the patients properly. Private hospitals can also go for pool testing in those areas where the number of people affected by COVID-19 is less. It is a good way for hospitals to reduce cost as long as it is done efficiently and smartly. It is the high time when we should be practical, and charging rupees for 4,500 for a test is not practical in any way. Private hospitals are doing two tests, the preliminary one and the confirmatory one. The primary one and the confirmatory test is not needed if the initial test results negative. If you would do two tests, then obviously the price will go up. So that's where the game is. Private hospitals could do the preliminary test for free. It is the time when both private and government hospitals should come together. We in India have been dragging our feet since early February. We need to bring in all private labs that can produce test kits, PPEs, and ventilators to ramp up facilities. Only then we can be prepared. Henceforth, the private hospitals should not think about their profits during this time. And the hospitals are more for people and less for economic development. And also, there is no point of economic growth if the society is not healthy, and society wouldn't be healthy until and unless every patient is provided with proper medical care. Whom will you treat if there won't be any patient left? Thank you.
Thank you, Astha. Asin, are you ready? You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Should we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Please start.
We need peace for health and health for peace, and we need it now. The outbreak of COVID-19 is a major destabilizing threat to the global economy. Good afternoon. I, Asin Bakliwal, have come before you all to speak motion. Is free medical testing of COVID-19 in India justified? In the time of a global pandemic, we, the citizens of India, should hold each other's hands and support your decision and support government decisions in the crisis. So people should stop demanding free medical kits for COVID-19 because at this moment India's economy is decreasing day by day. It does not have enough fund to provide free medical kits to people. By then too, it is supporting people who are registered under flagship public health insurance scheme who are mainly poor and under identified occupational categories of urban workers, families with not enough funds. Government is at least trying to provide funds to the people of India. That India should prepare for a negative growth rate in FY21 and that the country would need a rupee 10 trillion stimulus to overcome the contraction. Since India's economy is reducing day by day and is unable to stop the negative growth, which is called by lockdown of India's economy due to the current pandemic. So, because of this reason, government does not have enough funds to offer free testing of COVID-19 since it is distributing its money to other sectors too, like it is offering food for poor people.
I think we've
For
lost
the
her.
funds due to slowdown of the economy, and people of India should not rely private charity to get out of an international public health emergency. India's government is unable to arrange funds but is trying to make the test more homegrown kits are approved and supply outstrips demand. Some states are also experimenting with standardized collection points such as mobile centers or kiosks, which means fewer people in its power. So, due to economic loss, we should support government decision of no free medical testing for rich and middle class people, since they have enough to pay for checkups and government is paying for poor already. India is also considering pool testing, which involves collecting a large number of samples and testing them in one go. If the test is negative, nobody has the virus. But if it's positive, everyone who gave a sample has to be tested individually. It's definitely a not good way.
Continue, Asim. You have a
It's
minute left.
definitely a not good way to reduce cost as long as it is done efficiently and smartly. And since government is unable to arrange free kits as lots of fund is required, it is trying to reduce cost of testing and providing free tests to poor considering economy of India. We should support government decision for not giving free testing. Thank you.
Thank you, Astha. Thank you, Asim. Astha, I have a question to ask of you. So, when you are arguing for the motion, you said that a lot of daily wagers, they are not able to foot the bill. What I want to know is, but someone's incurring this cost, right? Like the private players are incurring this cost. Who do you suggest is going to fit the bill? Like, is it supposed to come from the government, or is the private lab supposed to foot these bills by their own pockets?
Government is going to provide them funds, and and also private hospitals are doing other surgeries and treating other patients as well. So from there they could earn money.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Asim, your argument was mostly on the basis that the government is freely providing the test for the lowest strata of the people, and for people who can foot the bill, they should not be asked. It should not be made free for those set of people. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So my question to you is that shouldn't the private labs in this case of pandemic where everyone is grappling with economic problems, and like we have a prime minister coming in day out saying that we have to boost our economy and everything, do you think it is right on the private players part for those medium earning the middle class or the rich people to keep charging the same amount of money, and like not to bring it or not to give it at a subsidized rate? I'm not saying free, but should
Yes.
that not be subsidized? Should they be allowed to get profit out of it?
Ma'am, actually, private labs are also giving wages to their workers, and they have to pay double wages due to this pandemic. And because of this, they are charging high. So it's okay for me, because and the government is also trying to subsidize the rate. They are trying to lower the rate of this medical kit. They
Okay.
are trying various ways.
Okay. So Astha and Asin, should we start the rebuttal round?
Yes, ma'am.
Astha, first with you.
Okay, you also know that how this virus spreads. So for curing the people, you need to know who is affected by this, right? And for this, hospitals need to make sure that there is universal access to testing, and it could only be achieved if the tests are free.
I'm not getting your point.
I'm saying that for curing people, you need to know who is affected by this, and for this, hospitals need to make sure that there is universal access to testing. Like if everyone will get tested, then only they can know how many people are
Look,
affected.
first of all, government is providing flagship insurance scheme to people who are poor. And in 1.3 billion country, 500 million people are registered in the scheme, and they are getting the advantage of this insurance by getting free medical kit, right? So at least poor people are getting the advantage of this. And according to me, rich and middle class people should pay for their own kit. So agar wo, I mean, if they will pay for their own kit, then only private labs will test them. And if private labs will test and private labs are basically asking for more money from them because they have to pay double wages to their workers. So people should not rely on private charity. According to me, they should pay their own money.
How do you say that if the person who has come for testing is rich or poor?
They mainly poor people go to uh, public hospitals, government hospitals, and rich people afford private labs for their testing.
Okay, what if they have come to private hospital and then private hospitals are asking them to pay rupees 4,500, which is definitely a considerable amount for them.
Private
Then how would
hospitals
they
are private hospitals are not charging from poor people who are under flagship insurance scheme. So they will definitely show their registration card to them.
it should be free for all, then only everyone will come and get tested.
People should
Like
not rely,
private hospital should
people should not rely
uh,
on charity. They should pay
um,
for their own test. Since government is also paying for so much due to this lockdown and economic slowdown.
Is that all? Asan, do you have any questions for rebuttal for Astha or?
like the situation could get out of control if the people aren't tested properly, and the whole sole purpose of doctor's life is to treat patient. In India, people treat the doctors like they are god. So they could give free testing to the people who treat them as god.
No, they also have their own households and they also have to pay for much more.
For them, government is giving the money, no?
Doctors doc, in who are working in private sector, doctors are not getting money from government.
Like you might have heard about the Lokhandwala Hospital in Daryapur. It is a private hospital and is working for free. They are offering services without any charge to COVID-19 patients. So
So they are giving
from where this hospital is arranging money? Private hospitals have enough money to conduct few tests for free, for the sake of mankind.
they must have applied to the government for the subsidies.
Like, during these days, many poor people are dying without getting a proper test.
Asta, I guess your mic is mute.
Like during these days, many poor people are dying without getting a proper test, and after the death, their families get to know they were affected by the coronavirus. If the tests were free, the situation would have been different.
Test is free for poor people already who are under a flagship insurance scheme.
How would you get to know that they are poor or not?
They must have registered to the scheme already. So government is allowing registration to poor people, right? So there must be data with the government.
Like I'm not getting what you're saying.
I am saying time.
Punshri, is the rebuttal round over for the time for that?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
For both the participants, it's over.
All right. So it's up. And can we close the meeting?
I request our in charge of Department of Law, Dr. Nishant Joshi, sir, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Madam Anushri Bardhan. As I earlier mentioned, it was our pleasure of having you, and it's rather we don't have words to extend our gratitude in terms of the fact that you are spending your valuable time for this cause. It was heartening to see that you're extremely engaged with the students. I also wish both the students, Asin and Asin and Astha, best of luck. They have come up with some good points as contradictions. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Nishant, and many
Thank you, ma'am.
congratulations to Astha and Asin as well. And thank you so much, Punshri and Yati, for your valuable timekeeping and ensuring everyone is sticking to their time frame. And thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Fine,
Thank you,
Punshri,
ma'am.
you can end the meeting.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.